Yeah, time feels slow. Wish it would stay that way. Time heals the most. Yeah, wish it could stay that way. I can't wait till I'm by you. Time feels slow. Yeah, wish it would stay that way.
Yo. Welcome to what the fuck? Anyway, welcome to another episode of Demfootballguys. This is our week 7 podcast. My lights are not on. That's what I'm forgetting. My week 7 podcast. This is our waiver wire podcast for week 7. Getting y'all the people to start, seeing what to look for. Week 6 is behind us. A lot of shit happened. A lot of unexpected shit happened, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Waiver wires in 2 days. What you got for me, Boogie?
All right, man. We're here to steal victory from my league, Mason. With that, you need the waiver wire pickups, sneaky pickups that people aren't looking for. Oh, man. We got a lot of good pickups, and I don't know why a lot of these are under 50%. A lot of these are under like 25%, to be honest with you, which means
it's a lot of bullshit here.
Lacking. But I'm gonna start off with Ritter. He just came off of 2 20-point fantasy games. He's owned in 5% of leagues. So you should pick him up if you need a quarterback. We got a quarterback on the bye week. Derek Carr, he's just had 2 15 games. Still kind of injured. It's questionable right now. He'll play, but you're looking for somebody that's a veteran. You could pick him up as well. Sam Howell, he is 19% owned, and he's been playing well besides the 0 points he had against Buffalo. That's all for the quarterbacks that I got for you.
In terms of them quarterbacks, Ritter, home game Ritter, crazy, stupid tough. He's been throwing the ball a lot more. It looks good when it looks good. It looks terrible when it looks terrible. But I do like Ritter. Derek Carr, can't take the Raider out of a Raider, bro. Can't fuck with it. Sam Howell, I have no clue how Sam Howell is 19% owned and Russell Wilson is still as highly owned as he is. Not saying drop Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's been doing pretty good, but Sam Howell being 19% owned this far into the season, 6 games into the season with 1-0, I get it. A 0 can turn anybody off, but 19% is ridiculous. But Ed, I like those quarterback pickups. What we looking at for the on the receiver? You got any receivers for us? Let me see you. I see a couple on this list.
I want to start with running backs, though. I got Jay Mason from the 49ers at running back. CMC just got injured. I got Chuba Hubbard. He's 46% owned, and Miles Sanders is also injured for the Carolina Panthers. And I got Gibson. He's 46% owned. He isn't really a waiver wire pickup. He's more of a stash play for when Brian Robinson inevitably gets injured. So, those are the running backs.
I was telling niggas for the last 2 weeks, Miles Sanders is not it. Chuba Hubbard's been eating into his touches when he was. Chuba Hubbard's been looking so much better than him, a lot more efficient. Miles Sanders out, injured. Chuba Hubbard's going to go bonkers. He's not a league winner, but he's definitely if you were lacking, and if you drafted all wide receivers, this is the nigga that can really take your team to the next level. Jordan Mason, on the other hand, has this issue where it's like he had an uptick in touches with CMC injured, but there's some people out there, Gator, who believe that Elijah Mitchell still has a chance to take the backfield when CMC's out. So we still have to see how that one plays out. Gibson, I don't gotta talk about that. He had a tub the other game, and he had a tub this game, I think, too. So it's like cool for Gibson, but until Brian Robinson stops eating away that backfield, we are stashing. What's next, my boy?
Wide receiver, we got Slayton 1% owned. Jordan Palmer 49% owned for the Chargers, and Shaheed is 13% owned for the Saints wide receiver. They all scored in double digits games last time they played.
Whew. Slayton being 1.5% owned makes perfect sense. The Giants have looked terrible this year, but surprisingly enough, their offense is starting to get a little bit more of a pickup. When Saquon Barkley inevitably gets fully, involved back into the offense, it kind of gives a little bit more room for Daniel Jones to put the ball out there. Wan'Dale Robinson, wherever the fuck he's at, he's been, slowly looking like the wide receiver one that you probably thought you drafted 2 seasons ago. Josh Palmer, I was starting to see a little bit of that deep threat replacing
Mike.
What's that bastard to get? Mike Will, that Mr. Injured, replacing him for the season. And it's like coming off a bye week, they probably figured out how to utilize him better, how to get him more involved, or they've accidentally decided that Quentin Johnson is going to replace him as whatever role that may be. Rashid Shaheed. Derek Carr throws the ball a lot. He always has enough volume out there. He's been scoring touchdowns. He's actually very involved in that offense. He's a very good own, and I'm actually surprised that 6 weeks in, that man is still 13% owned. Josh Palmer might be a little bit of a cheat because he's like 49%, but he belongs here, coming off the bye. I think that's it for the wide receivers, correct?
Yeah. We got tight end Taysom Hill of the New Orleans Saints, who's also a quarterback as well, and Jonnu Smith, the backup tight end for the Falcons, who has 4 straight games of double digits fantasy points.
Yeah, Jonnu is who they thought Pitts was supposed to be. Jonnu is, sometimes it's better to be a traditional tight end than it is to be a tight end with a wide receiver's body. I love Jonnu. Jonnu is actually, what is this percentage? 14% owned. Surprisingly, I thought after the second game people are usually tight end desperate, so I thought they would have picked him up by now. Taysom Hill. You know what Taysom Hill is? If your team is stupid tough and you feeling freaky at tight end, plug Taysom Hill in any given week and you see what he does. You kind of hold him because he's a wild card. Derek Carr gets injured. Him and Jameis have like a gangbang session with the offense. He might get you a tub. He might play quarterback. You never know what you get with him. I'm not surprised by his ownership, but that's to be expected at this point.
Okay. I think that's it. Not special requests. An extra one if you want defense. Raiders defense, they play the Bears. Fields is injured and he's not playing this game, so you could stream a defense, be the Raiders defense.
Watch this be the mix up. Once we find out fucking what's that boy name? That backup is
I forgot.
He's one that everybody. Not Dorian Thompson. That's
he's not. Trust me, he's not tough. I've seen that nigga play last game.
We've learned a lot about preseason rookie quarterbacks. It never looks pretty on their first game. Like DTR, Aiden O'Connell, and now name escaping my head. I feel like it's something Simeon, but it's not Trevor Simeon. It's something else. Yeah, it's like this. The Raiders defense is probably gonna. Raiders defense is notoriously shitty though, but the Raiders defense is probably gonna have their way with that offense unless somehow it becomes a running game and they lose to the run game, which I hope and doubt that happens this week. So yeah, I like that. I like that as a good start.
I don't know why. His name is escaping me too. His name is Badgett. Tyson
Badgett. That's what it is. Yeah.
That's not a tough name.
It looked good in the preseason, but who doesn't?
Yeah,
who literally
it could be slow for them, bro. It could be slow for all the Bears actually on offense because
yeah. Everybody who tried to sell what's that boy name? DJ Moore last week. They try to sell that boy for a stupid premium.
Yeah. If you
OD
sold DJ Moore or Fields last week, good job.
Good job.
You did what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, I didn't sell either. So there's life. There's the life I'm living.
I sold Fields, but I didn't sell more, and that was my problem.
I want to say when people were selling more last week, there should have been a little bit more conservative. I know we all saw the points. We saw it. But sometimes you have to think, did everybody buy that? Not really.
Right.
Gator was asking for a first and a running back. Sammy was asking for a top receiver and a piece. It didn't move.
Oh, man.
But that's it. Thank y'all for tuning into this short session. Waiver wires for week 7, I thought.
Yes.
Waiver wire for week 7.
Yeah, waiver wire
for week 6 going into week 7.
No, waiver wire for week 6 going into week 7. Yes, you're right.
Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter.
Remember, Gator is tanking in his dynasty leagues. Don't let him fool y'all.
Correct. Gator might be tanking in 3 leagues. You might be tanking in 3 leagues.
Don't let all that talk fool y'all, bro. He be up here, he tanking.
And that's crazy. He tanking twice, back-to-back tank. I'm gonna find that video. I'm telling y'all, when they were telling me that if I lose twice, if I come in last twice, it's curtains. Yeah. Gator is tanking twice back-to-back.
It might. Well, what we were gonna do to you, we might have to do to Gator.
Hey, I'm with it. I help. Like shit. Like he's the one who brought it up. He said that shit crazy. Shark status gone. That man's taking back-to-back tanks.
It's not looking.
That's all I'm gonna say. Like he tried this year. He tried. He drafted. He traded. He tried, and he failed.
He said he benched Judy, so he no longer tanking. He bumping whoever, and that didn't work. Like
it did not work. And somehow the team I thought was gonna lose, I somehow beat Fred. It's like,
oh yeah. Gabe Dave put up 3 after putting up 20 on my head. That's how it goes with Gabe Dave.
Live and die by the Gabe. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all. Them football guys. I think we out of here.
Yeah.